Okay, everybody, we are back. Today I have a very funny show for you guys. Very interesting, one of a kind. Okay, so we're gonna be talking about this influencer, right? And she was married and she was bamboozled in the process. And you know what's really interesting? She was married to another woman. So this should be interesting, right? Today's video is brought to us by Yanni Real Talk. So please, you guys, if please subscribe to her. Video is brought to her. Well, that's the video I'm sharing it from. So we're about to get into it. This tea is piping hot. I was watching this and I was like, oh my God. This was like, oh my God, this was like a headway. So we're gonna jump into it. So let me share my screen.
And then we also left off with LaShondra creating new content from her new apartment. The interesting part about all of this is that now LaShondra is being exposed.
Let's take it back.
Here, this is where you have me fucked up at.
Hold on,
right here.
Hold on. This isn't the right video. This isn't the beginning one. Let's just scale it back. I'm gonna get it together one day. One day I'll get it together.
I'm about to cash this check for
Okay, we don't want to hear.
$50,000 for an accident I was involved in over 5.
A full, like, when you say.
SJVC has been training medical assistants to hit the ground career ready for over 40 years.
Regarding her public relationship. Rayshonda Elias Lockhart is a Chicago-born, Mississippi-raised, and now Kentucky-living business owner. In addition to owning her own business, she is an author, speaker, designer, and philanthropist. She served her country in the U.S. Army and then went on to attend Kentucky State University, where she earned her BA in public administration. In 2012, she rose from the ashes of homelessness to running a successful fashion house known as All Is Fair in Love and Fashion. AIF is an empowerment movement through fashion for women of all ages, colors, and sizes all across the globe. Rayshonda is also co-owner of Jumping the Broom Bridal Studio, Kentucky's only.
Hold on, I wanted to shout out Miss RV. Hey, Miss RV, I see you in the chat. Okay, let me go back.
Black-owned bridal boutique. She has authored several books, including the fan favorite entitled For Someone Before Bed. Rayshonda uses her voice and platform to be an anti-bullying advocate. Not only that, her company yearly awards scholarships to teen mothers that attend the TAPP schools in Jefferson County Public Schools. She enjoys mentoring young ladies interested in entrepreneurship and design. Not only that, she was on the hit show Say Yes to the Dress.
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. I love that it's not a full, like, when you say ball gown, it's like solid, and I love the drama, just, you know, the wave, and I love it. I love it. I honestly think this might be it.
Like, I really feel like Ray in this. I don't need anything extra except for my scepter and crown. But, you know, I just.
So what are we saying to this one?
The dress is $2,400. It's over budget, but we're not getting rid of the hot air balloon. We're not getting rid of the peacocks or anything else. But I absolutely love this dress.
Maybe we could sell it as stock. I don't know if that's a possibility, but
And that's fine.
okay, we'll be right back.
Hang tight.
Everything about this dress is totally Ray, from the way her face lights up when she looked in the mirror at herself. That was the first one you walked out there and your face was just like lit up.
Oh my gosh. I love it. I do.
Ah,
Randy.
there you are. How are you doing today?
Oh my goodness, how's your appointment going?
We have a little hiccup.
Okay.
Her maximum budget is $2,000. But she's fallen in love with one of my dresses.
Okay.
And it's $2,400. And it's from my new collection.
Unfortunately, I can't discount that dress because it's part of the new collection. Just hit the floor literally like a month ago. The only solution I can think of is that I can offer 25% off the sample.
Thank you.
Let's do it.
Thank you. Okay. I knew you'd help.
You
Thank
got it.
you.
Call me when she says yes.
Okay, thank you. So I just spoke with our Vice President, Paula, and she's agreed to sell you the sample for $1,800.
Oh my gosh. Yes. I'm losing it. I love the dress. I'm so excited and so grateful.
Oh my gosh. You look like the queen that you are.
Thank you.
And now I'm getting extra excited. And I don't get excited.
Y'all know, because you said no tears.
Okay, so I wanted to pause it real quick. So as we can see here, right, LaShonda, she is a military veteran. She served, I don't know how many years, but she's a military veteran. She served in the Army. She has a bachelor's degree in public relations. And your girl, she is very known. And now she has her own fashion brand. So, she branched out, she worked on herself. And now she became this really good public figure. And this is just the story behind it, but let's keep on going.
Cry, but I'm like really like holding it back. Oh, friend.
Oh, stop.
Do you want to see yourself?
Yes. Okay. You sure? Yes.
Do not open your eyes. Just make a spin. Don't move any direction. There you go. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my gosh. I'm grateful.
And here you are. Is that fit for a queen?
It is. Oh my gosh. I am extra. I wanted extra. I got extra.
Rayshonda ended up marrying her then fiance and now wife, LaShondra Lias Lockhart. She is a minister, author, and life coach. She also manages a low-income based property. Both are LGBTQ advocates, and Rayshondra over the years has done several public speaking events centered around her life experiences, including motherhood. She gained new followers recently from her Beyonce looks and is getting sponsored to attend some concerts. Now,
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch this first.
reason Rayshonda is viral right now is because she recently hopped on TikTok to announce that she was divorcing her wife, LaShondra. And this was shocking for a lot of fans.
Hey, y'all. So this video is going to be a little different. I have debated on how to say this, when to say it, do I need to say it? But I just have to. With the holidays coming up and you all are already inboxing and commenting, things are going to look a little different around here. Me and LaShondra are no longer together. I filed for divorce last week. I'm not going to explain now. I will talk about it when I feel like talking about it. I will leave the comments on as long as they are respectful. Our children are going through a lot right now. So I just wanted to get on here to let you all know what is going on. The past 30 days has been absolutely wild. Life definitely has been lifing. But I wanted you all to know that I love y'all and thank y'all for the support. This already was not a couples page, but I know that you are used to seeing her and us for the past 2 years, and we've been together 6. So I do not say this lightly. I have thought about it, what I'm going to say, how I'm going to say it, and I just got to say it. So I love you all. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Okay, so let's get back to it. So we got LaShonda and LaShonda. So her wife, she her wife is a author. Her wife also owns a low income housing, and her wife is part of the ministry. So her wife has a couple of things going for her, and they've been together for 6 years. So please keep that in mind. 6 years. 6 years. All right. So now let's get into the whole tea.
Now, this is where things got crazy for me, and this is when I entered the chat because this story got crazy. So let me fill you in. So after Rayshonda makes that announcement on her TikTok, later in the wee hours of the morning, she decided to go live and expose her wife, LaShondra. And this was shocking. A lot of the details in her live stream was very shocking for a lot of fans.
August 30th, I'm backing out of the driveway, me and Jayla. Jayla says, Mama, what's that on the front door? I said, I don't know. We get out, go get it off the door. It's a fucking eviction notice on my front door. August 30th. Do you hear what I said? August 30th. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. No, I'm not lying. I call LaShondra and I say, what the fuck is this on the door? She said, I don't know. It must be a mistake. No, we didn't buy this house. This house is rented. Okay? The house is rented by a Black couple and they follow us on social media. So how fucking embarrassing. How embarrassing. Okay? She says, I don't know. It must be a mistake. Listen, same day, we're leaving. I got two gigs. I got 2 gigs in Atlanta that I got to go to. Labor Day weekend, right? My stomach is killing me because I can't leave for Atlanta with this fucking eviction notice on the door. We get to Atlanta. I do both of my gigs. Okay. I come back from Atlanta September 5th. I say, have you talked to the people? What is this eviction notice about? She says, I haven't heard from them. Okay. September 5th. September 6th, I get up and get dressed and go to the rental office. I go to Remax office, okay? I had to sit across from this man while he prints off all this stuff and tells me what's been going on for the past 11 months, okay? Because we ain't been in the house a year, okay? I sent LaShondra the funds on August 15th. I pay my boutique rent on the 1st. I pay my house rent on the 15th, plus late fees, okay? I sent LaShondra my money August 15th, okay? Not only did she not go online and make the payment, she waited until August 21st to take them a check. August 21st, August 24th, the check bounced. This is the 3rd NSF charge, okay? 3rd NSF. So the people file eviction, right? Because they're sick of asking for their money. So this is me, September 6th, sitting across from this man in the rental office telling me this, okay? I'm in tears. Why? Because y'all already know my story. I've already been homeless. How am I homeless with money in the bank? So I asked the man, I say, what do you need me to do right now, sir? He said, I need you to pay September rent. I go to the bank. I get $2,700 out the bank. Okay, $2,700.
Do you like having a P.O. box but are tired of wasting time and money driving to the post office?
$100 that I just earned in Atlanta. Okay, I take it to them. I take it to the rental office. He says, I'm not sure if they're going to let you stay. Okay, listen, this is September 6th. Okay, that I had to pay $2,000 rent and 2 court costs because this was not the first time that they had filed eviction on us. This was not the first time. This is the first time I caught it, but this wasn't the first time. April or May, there was another NSF, right? So I say to him, I say, sir, could you please include me? Please include me since I've been left out. Because as you all know, LaShonda's a property manager, right? So the last 3 houses we've been in, she has found those houses. I let her pay. I send her my half. She's supposed to pay the bills. Okay? Listen to me. The man texts me at 9:30 p.m. on Wednesday, September 6th, and said, unfortunately, the $2,700 that you just gave us, the owners still want to move forward with eviction. Unless you all are out the house by September 30th, it's going on your credit report. Okay? Speaking of credit report, on the way to Atlanta, as you all seen in my videos, on the way to Atlanta, she tells me, oh, by the way, I have defaulted on the loan that you co-signed on in 2021. Okay? I said, excuse me, you mean the loan that you gaslit me into signing for? Because I don't co-sign for bitches. I don't co-sign for nobody, my children either. I said, so when the last time you made a payment on the loan, LaShondra? She said May, June. It's fucking September. Okay? Now you're fucking with my credit. Okay? Now you're fucking with my credit. Y'all wanted to know so bad, so that's why we all here. Right? Okay? So here we go. Me sitting outside my boutique crying at 9:30 at night because this man has told us that we have to move. Okay? And then he says, oh, by the way, the sewer and water bill is more than 90 days past due. That balance will have to be paid also. This is in the group chat that I've never been in before. So I say, OMG. Do you know what LaShondra put in that group chat, y'all? She simply said, what's past due? Question mark. You heard what the fuck he said. Why would you put that in the doggone group? You heard what he said. He said, we got to move out and the water and sewer bill is more than 90 days past due.
I don't know, y'all. This is just too much. I'm sitting here like, girl, like you don't check your mail, you don't do anything. But part of me is like, when you stuck in your business, sometimes you're 100% focused. That way you can't, look at other things around you. But she trusted this woman with everything. Like, your payments to where you're gonna stay at. And this girl don't even think to check the statements. And you guys gonna hear that she has been homeless before. So I'm sitting here like, you didn't learn your first lesson. And not only that, you co-signed for somebody on a loan. I would never, ever, ever do that. I am so sorry. Unless, Would I do it if I'm married? I don't even think I would. Because I know if I put my name on something, I have to make sure it gets paid. I don't play that. This is really alarming. Like, a part of me is like, damn, like you let this girl just do all of this, like, and it's not just let her do all of it. It's just like you didn't have any sense or inclination to check up on things, you know? Like, that's why it's always good. I mean, in today's world, in the economy, it makes it very easy. You can download the app, you know, you can get notifications on your phone. You can get a login on your phone. You can get receipts sent to you saying that they took out this amount of money. You can have them mail it to you. I feel like we're in the day and age where some of these things that she's talking about is not excusable in a way. She said, but that was her wife. Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't even trust my goddamn husband. I'll be honest. I need to make sure everything is paid because my name is on there. I don't care. If my name is on the mortgage, I got to make sure. If my name is on the lease, I got to make sure. And that's twice. They filed for eviction twice. Not once, but twice. Lord have mercy. She said usually the same-sex relationships work out. No. I think this is a good indication of self-love right here. This story right here. This is a very good indication. This story right here is allowing you to know that you allowed like upteen amount of red flags to fly past you. This story right here, this one is a good one. All right, we gonna continue because this is a mess.
So I shut down, right? I'm not talking. I ain't talked to her for 2 days. I still ain't talked to her. So Friday, because y'all need to write these dates down. Friday, September 8th, I'm packing to leave for New York Fashion Week because I get paid.
Wait, bestie, don't press that skip button. Are you ready to earn your psychology degree? It's also
to do what the fuck I do. Okay, so I'm going. So I'm packing for New York Fashion Week, and she is talking about, I don't want to go another day with you mad at me and we not talking. I said, LaShondra, my mama gambled away my money and I ended up homeless, okay? Living in Louisville, Kentucky. And I didn't speak to my mama for over a year. You want me to speak to you after 48 hours, less?
Okay, now I get it. I get why she was ran through and why. You know why? It's because she's too nice. She thinks that, you know, the people that she have around her in her life has her best interest at heart and they won't do her bad. She needs to start putting herself first and taking care of her own affairs. So it happened with her and her mother. And now it's happening with her and her partner. So hopefully she learned this lesson. But let's continue. And hopefully, you know, we all take note of this. May said first mistake, she should have beat her ass. I don't know. I don't that would be, I mean, two women fighting, it still is bad. I think she got kids too. LaShonda has kids. You guys are about to hear some more tea.
Less than 48 hours of finding out that we getting evicted? Are you dumb? I'm not talking to you. So she then when I said, LaShondra, I don't want to talk to you because I'm going to say something that I may regret. Don't you know that LaShondra then leapt her ass over into my face, nose to nose, talking about you gonna talk to me in my face. You gonna get bucked at me because I'm mad at you. Do you want to die? Okay? Do you want to die? She's like, I'm gonna leave before you. I'm gonna leave because you're talking out of anger. I said, no, I'm not talking out of anger. I will put my hands on you. Okay? So that was September 8th. That's the last time that I seen LaShondra face to face, because not only have you triggered me by now making me homeless again, now you're jumping in my face like my ex-husband. Now I'm going to have to put you in the ground. Do you understand what I'm saying? So here we are. I leave. I go to New York. I enjoy New York. I'm on my way back. I'm on my way back from the airport, and her mom calls, trying to figure out what's going on. But the one thing that her mom said to me that shut my whole spirit down, she said to me, Rashonda, everybody lies. She says, everybody lies.
Okay, I know that's not funny, but I was laughing. Everybody lies. Yeah, I probably would have got mad and cussed her out. What the fuck you mean everybody lies? She's supposed to be my wife. Why the hell is she lying to me? If we are life partners, we're supposed to be in this together, us against the world. Now you my enemy too, and you're in my demise. Like, this story is so, oh my god. This is a story for the books. Let's keep going.
See, the first time I left LaShondra was December of 2021. I went and stayed in a hotel for a few days because she lied about the dining room table. She told me that her mama gifted us the dining room table in January of 2021. December 2021, I get a knock at my door from Rent-A-Center to repo a fucking table. Now, I'm all over the internet. I could buy 14 fucking tables. But you rented a table and lied about a damn table. Why? Who does that? Insanity. Okay? Insanity. I said, when I came back, LaShondra, if you lie to me again, I'm leaving. Okay? That was 2021. Now, here we are back in 2023. I'm sitting at the airport.
Hold on, wait. 2021 people. It's 2021. She had a Rent-A-Center table repossessed. I didn't even know. I guess it is. I thought that was something that was like in like the early 2000s or late 1990s. Rent-A-Center is still around here, y'all. This was 2021. So basically, I look at it as this. If somebody can lie to you about little petty things, they have no problem whatsoever lying to you about big things that really do matter. There's something little as a table. Like, people, you can go on OfferUp and get you a table. You know, a table is just a piece of wooden furniture. It doesn't necessarily have to be new unless you want it to be. But how you gonna lie about a table? A table. Oh my God. That is true, May. The first thing my husband did when he got close to engagement was he asked for my credit report, but she didn't check LaShonda's credit. Yeah, these people are some mess. They are, some hot garbage. Like, no, everybody's lying to each other. The lady is open and trusting, and I think she's too open and trusting. Like, and it's so sad. She keeps attracting the same people around her. All right, we're gonna continue. This is just, I don't know. But yeah, Miss RV, yeah. Yeah, I didn't know they were still around. Rent a Center still around here, people. All right, we're gonna continue.
The homeless problem is getting worse. It's not getting better. Crime is getting worse.
The rental property that she applied for, because we got to move, denied us. Why? Because your fucked up credit, and now you done brought my credit down. Because you just told me that you defaulted on the loan that I co-signed on. So of course it's not going to get a.
Wait, she knew. People, she knew. LaShonda had messed up credit. That's why she couldn't get an apartment in her name. That's why she couldn't get a loan in her name. So this girl knew. And this girl, oh my God. Why would you allow somebody, to go on your credit report and, to get a place with you? They can't even take care of their own shit. Like, what the hell? So she already knew. To me, this is cry wolf. But anyway, we're going to keep going.
Approved. Okay? Listen, I don't know where it is. So here we go. So then I called my best friend, right? I said, best friend, this is what is going on. Okay? She says to me, well, friend, let me tell you, do you know that LaShondra borrowed $1,000 from me and my wife? What? I said, when? When did she borrow $1,000 from my best friend? She said, about a month before y'all got married. She said that y'all needed money for finish paying for your dress and some other stuff. I said, my daddy bought my dress. I was on say yes to the dress. Okay? You think they're going to let me walk out of Kleinfeld owing them? Huh? They said they thought I knew. They didn't know that I didn't know that she borrowed money from my friends.
You did. You just thought it was a gift.
Yes, she told me that they gifted us $1,000. She did not say that she borrowed $1,000 from my friends. It took her 1.5 years to pay them back. And they see us out here living our lives and feeling some type of way because my wife owes them money and I don't know it. Okay? So now I'm livid. Now I'm livid. I say, I'm going to lay down. I'm going to lay down. Okay? The next day I get up, I go to the boutique. I'm talking to my friend Ashley at the boutique. I'm telling her, bitch, I'm about to be homeless again. And all the other shit that I found out. And you know what she says to me? She says, well, friend. I said, well, friend, what? LaShondra owes me money from June. I say, what? She said she owes me money from June. I said, for what? she says when her bishop came down, they stayed at the Airbnb upstairs above the boutique. And I haven't been paid. Okay. So then I get on the phone and I call LaShondra's bishop and I say, hey, my friend Ashley says her and her husband hasn't been paid from the Airbnb stay when y'all came down. She said, let me send you the screenshot. She hung the phone up. She hung the phone up and sent me the screenshot. They sent LaShondra that money June 26th. Okay? June 26th. So if you sent the money June 26th, then why hasn't my friend Ashley been paid for the Airbnb stay? Where's the fucking money? Okay? Every time I talk to somebody, she owes them money. Okay? My brother has been kept.
I don't know. This does not surprise me one bit. Like, her credit report is shot, right? She doesn't have kids, so who is she necessarily taking care of? You know, she owns a low-income housing. And I'm just like, how can you be a property owner? You're collecting rent, but yet your shit is still fucked up. Make it make sense to me. Like, is the rent that is not allowing you to stabilize yourself? And on top of that, you're taking your wife's money that she gives you every month for her half of the rent. And what are you doing it with? Like, what is this lady doing with all this money? That's what I'm mad about. You taking all this money. Like, who are you spending it on? I want to know, like, who are you spending your money on? Who is LaShonda spending the money on? Is she spending this money on a girl? Like, who is she tricking this money off on? This is a lot of money. Like, this is a lot. And she borrowing money from all her friends. You know, that's another thing you guys got to watch out. As soon as you come and you make it, like, high in life and you get really good, solid friends, you know, who will bail you out of anything, you got to be careful who you allow your other friends to be around or your partner. You don't want to make, that's why this is a good quote on how they said, what is it? Like, you don't want to play around with the swine. Like, you should not, if you're part of royalty. Like, you do not want to make friends with these people. Like, you know, they took advantage of her and her friends. Oh my God, this is so sad. Like, I see why. You gotta when you date, you gotta date your equal. You have to. It's just a must. There's no way around it. You have to date somebody that's on your level or that has your character and your integrity. Because the last thing you want to do is you don't want everybody to be looking at you, because everybody is looking at her like she is superior. She's doing well in her business. She's well established. So she would have the right mind and fortitude to pick a right partner of her equal or same value. But no, the girl went and picked up trash. Anyway, let's keep it going. Oh yeah, Miss RV said it. Don't throw your pearls to swine. I believe that is so true. The girl went and started dating trash. And you know, as soon as she started dating trash, the people are going to perceive her differently. And now when she gets her ex out of her life, ex-wife, she's going to have to go in and pay everybody back, all her friends back, if she wants to keep a tight-knit, secure relationship with them. Yeah, May was right. LaShonda wasn't in this for the long term. Yeah, LaShonda wasn't in this for the long term. At some point, she knew she didn't care if the relationship would end. You can't think you do this to a forever partner. Yeah, this is sad. You got to pick somebody who has equally as much to lose as you do. All right, let's continue this hot garbage.
Cash apping LaShondra his rent for the past 12 months because he lives on that property.
Do you think you'd be happier as a boy?
I said, what, Morris? He said, yeah, for the past year. So y'all tell me, do y'all think that LaShondra is going to go to the ATM machine or anywhere and withdraw that money, get a money order, and run it through the system? Because she can't run it through as herself because she works there. But it's the fact that you're accepting federal money through your personal cash app. LaShondra hates Jayla. I found out she talked so bad about my child that it brought tears to my eyes. Telling her that she needs to grow up. She don't need to be asking me for money. My child. Meanwhile, your mom co-signed for your car and you're 46, 47. So how can you, talk dirt bad about Jayla? Call her nasty, call her all kind of stuff. My baby.
I'm sorry. A part of me is like done. The lady is 46 and 47 years old. Lord have mercy. We need to have as high standards for men as for her. The fuck? Why you need your mother to co-sign for a car for you? You shouldn't be getting that car. Get something that's within your budget. Woo! I just got a headache off of that. 46 to 47 years old. Lord have mercy. This is some hot ass garbage right here. Talk about garbage. And not only that, look, they even drag her own brother. Her own brother got into this mess because her brother trusts her. And now her brother is going to be on the street too, homeless, because they trusted this woman who does not have a good credit score, who has to ask for be co-signed for multiple loans, who needs her mother to co-sign her for a car. They trust this lady with all of their money, their place to stay, their friendships, and everything. And they allow this woman to take them for a bag. This is so sad. Like, yes, it is a lesbian. Oh, BMT, we talking about LaShonda's wife who took her for a spin. Yeah, and she's a pastor. Fake pseudo pastors. Fake. These people are fake. As soon as somebody start preaching to me about the Lord and this and how black women are gods and all that craziness, I'm shooting the deuce sign because there's no way I'm gonna stick around for this mess. Like, somebody who's telling you all of those things, you know why they telling you that? They trying to give you knowledge for their shortcomings when it comes to their financial scores, when it comes to their credit report, when it comes to them having their own and standing on their 2 feet. They can't try to dazzle you with that, They can't try to impress you with those accolades. They have to try to impress you with some knowledge, with some pseudoscience knowledge that don't make no fucking sense. But anyway, we go continue.
So listen to me. When I noticed that I'm getting booked, right? Oh, you want to be there, but you don't want to work. You want to stare at me in a corner and sulk because it's not you. You want to be in secret competition with the person that you laying next to for no reason. Ooh. But here's the thing. It had to be found out now, honey, because God ain't even taking, I'm not even where I'm going, right? I'm not even where I'm going yet. So I am staying at my best friend's house because I'm homeless with money in the bank.
You're not homeless.
I'm just saying, it ain't my house.
You ain't.
It ain't my house. This last thing, this right here. So I reach out to Hannah, which is my friend that did my poem at my wedding. I'm telling her what's going on. And she says, well, friend, I said, well, what the fuck now? Because everybody got to tell me something because she's going through my friends. She's running through my friends. So let me tell you this. She said, I know you've been booked and busy and you've been out of town. And remember when you did an advertisement for me, I wanted to pay you for that. So I reached out to LaShondra and told her to send me an invoice so that we could pay you. August 28th, they reached out to her and to pay me. And she sent me the screenshots. And the screenshot said, I'm going to send you the invoice from Deliverance by Grace because I can't send it from hello@rllockhart.com without notifying Rashonda. It says it. Why wouldn't you want me notified about my own motherfucking funds? Why wouldn't you want me notified that somebody's trying to pay me? You laid right next to me and didn't say, hey, babe, somebody reached out trying to pay you for some work that you did. I'm in a bad Tubi movie, y'all. So y'all can think whatever y'all want to about me. I will be a villain. But when I say that I'm done, then I'm done.
Speak your truth.
Thank you, friend. I'm done. And I'm glad that I got it out.
You don't like it.
I'm glad that I got it out because where's the money? What is happening? So when I say that I'm done, I don't feel no type of way about it. I don't know where the money, I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went, but what I do know is
You must be a new security guard. Back in the 80s, some kids went missing.
what I do know is that nobody knew who she was before me. You didn't have a passport before me. You ain't been flown out the country before me. I pay for that. I pay for that. Nobody knew who you was. You built a whole platform off of my back.
You know what I don't like about this is the fact that, you know, she's saying it like she's supposed to be grateful or something, you know. The girl don't care. And the simple fact that this is not a flex. Like this makes her look delusional. It doesn't even make her look good with saying this. And I hate it when people say that. Like I even sometimes when I was in my past relationships, I would be saying that, you know, I had got the place, I got the apartment, I got the tables, I got the chairs. And you know what make me look like a damn fool. Like, you know, after you turn around and you flip it. You're like, oh shit, yeah, I did do all of that. What the fuck did he bring? Why was I even talking to him? This person wasn't even on my level. And when you repeat it back to yourself and you turn around and you look at it from the outside perspective looking in, you would notice that you should have never, ever been talking to that person because y'all didn't have anything in common. So she's saying it like it's a flex. And you know, it's so sad. everybody around her is hyping her up, saying, "Speak your truth. Yes, girl. Yes, you did all of that." And he, like this is supposed to be like some kind of victory, like you showing them. No, it's showing you how very little you think of yourself and you don't know your worth. That's what it's really saying. And that just hit me, like, and this is not, I heard this from a lot of women. They say stuff just like this. And from the outside looking in, it makes you look retarded. It makes you look, I wouldn't say stupid, but it makes you look like you don't understand your value. Somebody will take you for a run because you don't understand it. You're stating your value, but yet you don't get it. But we're gonna continue.
Okay. So the bishop calls me back and she says, "Hey, Rashonda, did you get the screenshot of the payment that I sent?" I said, "Yes." She said, "I wanted to talk to you about something. When you all were in Atlanta back in July after Essence for the convocation, another bishop came up to me from LA and said, 'Hey, Bishop, I see that LaShondra is now at your church. Just know that she stole money from our church in LA.'" Did she tell you that, Rashonda? I said, "No, she did not tell me that. The bishop in LA told the bishop in Baltimore that LaShondra took money from her church and to not have her give access to her money." Listen to me. The information that I have found out, honey, would you stay married to somebody you don't know? Would you? Nope. So I go to Fresh Fire, where we used to go to church. I go to Fresh Fire because we had our mental health awareness day. I'm supporting my friend. I go to the church. I talk to pastor after church to let him know what's going on. And he says to me, "Ray, there has been 3 occasions where I had to talk to LaShondra about missing money." See, she didn't bet on me going back to Fresh Fire because she left Fresh Fire. So yeah. So I'm not telling y'all something that I've heard. I mean, I'm not. Anyway, we go to church afterwards. We go to a taco place after church. And pastor says something to the effect of, she needs to stop this before she goes back to jail. Now I'm 3 margaritas in, so I had to take my shades off. I said, "Excuse me, back to jail." When LaShondra been to jail? For fraud? When was somebody gonna tell me? I believe with my whole heart that she sought me out, that she Googled me, that she found out who I was and what I was doing. And she inserted herself into my life. This was a whole scam. The whole marriage, everything was a scam. I don't believe nothing she's ever said to me. I don't believe none of it. I want my fucking money and I can't get my time back. And I don't wish nothing but the worst for her. She needs to go to jail. She needs her ass beat, and she needs to go to jail. Now, we have never had shared bank accounts. I never gave her access to my stuff because I got people that trust me with their stuff, and she can't have access to that stuff. For 6 years, she was saying shit like, oh, we need to get a joint account together. We need to get a joint. No, you tell me what you need and I give you money. But because I have already been homeless from trusting somebody with my funds, 6 years. And here's the thing, you didn't even play it right. You didn't even play it right because I ain't even done. I'm not even going where I'm supposed to go yet. Do you understand what I'm saying? And my friend said to me, it's like, Rashonda, well, this time, at least you're not broke. This time you're homeless, at least you're not broke. Your kids are grown. You don't have to have a place right now. And I said, you're right. You're right. But see, what are we supposed to be doing?
I don't know if that's a flex, you know. I don't know if that's a flex or whatnot, but you know, you grown. I mean, that just means that she could afford to take this L, and she could afford, you know, to take this lesson that the universe has given to her again. That's all it means. At this point, I mean, she's stronger and she could take the licks. That's all that it means. But it's still a licks nevertheless. But okay. Hey, Prism. All right, so let's continue. We're almost done.
Doing a TV show back in March, started in March, and you see the writer's strike happened and everything got put on pause. Because just imagine.
SJVC has been training medical office specialists to hit the ground career ready for over 40 years.
Imagine this being on TV. Imagine. I didn't move out, honey. We were evicted. Yeah. We were evicted. So, yes. Evicted. Evicted. 6-figure business owner. Evicted. Okay? Evicted. But you see, she went ahead and found her an apartment, right? Her mom probably co-signed for that too. But you have built a platform off my back and nobody knew you. You got 500,000 people following you and you going live every Tuesday and Thursday and people are cash apping you their money. You are a thief and a liar and a criminal and you need to be in jail. You need to be in jail.
I don't know why these people don't take accountability. Like, girl, you was with her for 6 years. You seen all the red flags, but you consistently stood by her side, and she reaped the rewards of being with you, and you basically helped build her. So in a way, we have to thank you for that. I don't know. Oh, so there is an update. I'm gonna do an update tomorrow on this, but we gonna the video is almost done.
So no, I don't feel no type of way about it. I'm gonna sleep good tonight that I said it. I know it's gonna be all over the internet. She needs to go to jail. She needs to go to jail. I don't feel no way about it. I'm still having cupcakes and cabins. My life still goes on. My life still goes on. I'm going to sue her. Yes. She needs to go to jail. I don't feel no way about it. My hairdresser, I told her what's going on. My real hairdresser, not Jayla, Dewana. And she said, well, friend, back in 2017, when y'all first got together and you posted her, somebody reached out to me and said that LaShonda done ruined her life too, had her file bankruptcy. Girl, I thought she was lying. So that's why I didn't tell you. Because I said, why you didn't tell me in 2017? She said, because I thought people was just hating and I never said anything. You know how you first start dating somebody. But I wish I had that information. But she didn't know. Who knew? Because they hide under the guise, oh, I'm so sick to my stomach. Using Jesus, the church. I want my funds back. But this, yeah. So I hope y'all caught that from the beginning and y'all can piece it together however you want to, but I'm out. And all high roads are closed. Okay? Y'all better be careful who you laying next to and who you sleeping with. I didn't ask to marry that woman. She asked to marry me. So I'm going to stay booked and I'm going to stay busy and I'm going to stay blessed.
Why did people say that? I didn't ask to marry that woman. She asked me. Well, you know, it takes two to tango. You had to say yes also. Like you acting like the person just came up next to you and they were a leech. Like come on, like you take governance over your own self. Take accountability. Own that shit. When you own it, you take back your power. The hell? She asked to marry me and you said yes. The fuck? You got in the wedding dress and said yes. I don't understand that. Like, come on, just take accountability. Take your L. You went through this. This was a tough lesson. But you still making six figures and you will rise above it. It's okay.
But she had to be exposed now because she couldn't go no further with me. Okay? It had to come off now. It had to be revealed now. He had to snatch that shit now. So, all paperwork and receipts will be up when I feel like putting them up. I don't have any reason to lie to anybody. I gave y'all everything I had. Okay? Yeah. So when I say that I'm walking through a fever dream, don't that shit sound fake? Don't it sound like a made up movie? Don't it? But it's not. It's real life. No, I did not sign a prenup. I don't owe her anything and she ain't getting shit from me. Yeah.
So another thing, she didn't sign a prenup. So we don't know how this case is going to unfold or how it's going to unravel or what is going to happen. But it seems like she played herself really short, by dating down. That's what she did. She dated down. She didn't date anybody who was responsible. She didn't date anybody with character, with integrity. She didn't date anybody who truly and cared for her and was there for her best interest at heart. And then she dated somebody who hated her in a way, who hated her success, who was like jealous of her. She didn't date somebody who had things going on in their life that they were proud of and achievements that they made. She dated down. And you see how dating down could ruin your life as we're watching right now. I think it's almost done me. I'm gonna let it play out.
I got a lawyer.
Winter is coming, and they're still living on the streets. It's been weeks since Morocco was hit by a catastrophe.
I got a lawyer. But yeah, it needs to be a Lifetime movie. So when I tell y'all females ain't no different, females ain't no different than a man. Scam, con artists, out of control. Oh, my children, everybody wants to fight. We are trying to keep our shit together. Okay? Everybody, she needs her ass beat and she needs to be in jail. I'm not sure why y'all don't understand it. All right, y'all, I'm gone. Hopefully, when I wake up tomorrow, this is probably gonna be everywhere. But I had to release it. I hope that those followers that are following her know who she is. I hope that you all know who she is. Because I didn't. And I don't want another church or another woman to suffer. Ooh. Y'all better watch our pockets. Okay? Good night.
Look at this right here. LaShondra is showing off her new apartment. She had someone else co-sign her lease. Insane. This story was insane. It is crazy. But stay tuned for part 2 because I do have part 2. This is just the beginning and you don't want to miss part 2 where we get into LaShondra and her tenants who are exposing her on TikTok. So that's all that I have for today's video. If you could give the video a thumbs up, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, comment down below if you would like to add to my commentary, and also hit the notification bell so that you are notified for when I upload. And I hope to see you in my next one.
Okay, we are back. So, what's so sad between that whole situation is the fact that her friends never told her what was going on, and it's been months and it's been years, and they never expressed to her their concerns. And that was truly alarming. Like, if her friends would have said something, if her friends would have warned her, if her friends would have told her something, she could have, stacked it upon stack it up, and then she probably would have been divorced her or, broken up with her or something. And this reminded me, especially when you have friends. And I remember when I was in the Navy. And I was in the Navy and I was dating this guy and my last husband. And it was before we got married, and then like one of my friends had slept with him while we were together, but she never said anything. She never told me. She didn't say anything. She just hated him, but she never expressed her concerns. And I kind of wish she would have said something, If she would have said something, probably would have kept the baby still because I was pregnant at the time. But I would have never, married him or got with him or been with him for so long. That would have been the end of that. But like, I don't know. If you got friends out there, I think you need to be transparent with them. Let them know that, just be honest with you, tell you the real truth, tell you the real deal. Because your friends can see things that you don't see. And your friends are probably know in the back of their mind, but they don't want to tell you because they don't want to hurt your feelings. And yeah, this is so sad. But yeah, I would say if you have truly good friends, be transparent with them. Let them know that it's okay to tell you everything that's going on with your life. And, if you see yourself going in a bad direction, or if you don't feel like this person has your best interest at heart, tell your friends to be transparent and let you know. And you yourself have to be open to that criticism of what's going on. So, yeah, I think this was some hot mess. I mean, this is a lesson for her, but I feel like why did she have to learn this lesson when she's all the way in her 40s? You know, this is a lesson that you would want to learn in your 20s. But you know, I guess we all have to learn our lessons out here. But in your 40s, like, wow, that's a big hit. But you know, she could take it because she got her money and stability, but it's still a big hit. Like, you know. So that's why you know, self-love, affirmations, you know, knowing your worth, believing in yourself, standing on your own 2 feet, you know, knowing that these small wins that you have in life can account to big wins, and just building yourself up so you don't get stuck in these situations. I feel like, you know, somebody who could be stuck in this is somebody who feel like they need someone, they need love, they want to feel love, they want somebody to want them, you know. I think it has to be in those kind of contexts, you know, because if you truly love yourself and you're okay with everything going on in your life, I don't think situations like that will be attractive to you, because you would want something of value. You would want a quality relationship, not something like that. I don't. Yeah, this is sad. So sad. Well, I was gonna say, nevertheless, it's still a situation. It's still a lesson in life. I mean, she possibly learned some things, and hopefully, it made her stronger. But tomorrow we are gonna go in. We're gonna do the part 2. It's a short video. It's not that long. Or maybe we could do it now. Do I want to do it now? No, I don't think I want to do it now. I think I want to get ready for the gym. But okay, you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. You know, shout out to Knowledge and Relationships, Made the Alchemist, Miss RV, Prism, BMT, you know, Shannon B. Thank you guys for tuning in, you know, hitting the like button and showing up to my live and being active in the chat, you know. Thank you guys. Yeah, so this was my my live, you know. That tea is piping hot, you know. So people, I guess watch who you sleeping with. I don't know what to say about this. I mean, get out early. When I was in my situation, I got out early. I got out within the first year. This lady stayed in there for 6 years. I don't know how you do that. But 6 years. These people crazy. But okay, this is your girl Creative Solutions, and I might come back on here later on tonight. Thank you guys for tuning in, and check out some of my videos, and peace out. I'm like, how do I exit? Love you.